Whenever I read a book, one of the questions that comes to me is what motivated this person to write this book? So I'm going to engage in a little bit of a projection here. I'm projecting that the reader is going to be interested in what motivates me, what motivated me to write the book that they have just read. So I'm primarily driven by traumatic personal experiences that date back to my youth in Budapest, Hungary. There I witnessed cruelty during the Hungarian uprising that no child should ever have to see. I became sensitized and stayed sensitized to interpersonal violence ever since. This early life experience served as the seed for what became my particular curiosity. So what I'm curious about is what makes people behave so badly. I came upon the cognitive developmental model, which is about the stages through which people progress in life and how they develop their perspective about what's right and what's wrong. In the studying of this area, it came to me that you can explain the bad behavior of people by the very fact that they are developmentally stuck and that their potential has been obstructed. The potential with which we are all born is obstructed by environmental conditions. From a cognitive developmental perspective, the bad behavior of people is grounded, rooted in the fact that they are at the reference group stage perspective. In other words, they're tribal. If you examine, even at the most cursory of level, you will find that more harm has been perpetrated by groups than by individuals. And the best example I can think of when it comes to this is racism. Okay? So racism is a tribal thing. Because it's tribal, there's no cure or fixing it. It is what it is. That's part of being a tribe. Okay? However, you can outgrow this stage perspective. You can grow beyond that. But in order to do that, you have to recognize this to be the problem that has plagued humanity since the beginning of time. Now, when you recognize our developmental potential stagnation to be the problem, growing beyond it will take time, but it's very doable. We have done that. We have demonstrated that in all types of settings. The least likely place is in prison settings. We have demonstrated that this is possible to do if you identify this to be the problem. So at this age and stage in my life, I have moved beyond the very satisfactory career of working with individuals and couples and families and small groups. And now I am about influencing the world. Kind of a grandiose idea, perhaps, but I'm up for the challenge. I'm just a person to tilt at that windmill. So my methodology for tilting at the windmill is through the written word, at least for now. So most of what I'm writing about now is about the stagnation of our developmental potential being the cause of the human malaise that has plagued us since the beginning of time. So by disseminating this information far and wide, my hope is that it will empower people so that they can do something about it.